You don't know the hell I've been through. You don't know the price I've paid. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my days. Every bit of man I once was, every bit of love that I could have, living in a moment, setting into motion all the other fear I had. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my days. Every bit of man I once was, all the other fear I had. No!
What up, Nisi? We already live. I was just waiting for everybody to come on. Let me go ahead and put us on screen. I'll find the banner. What up, Nisi? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Welcome to the show.
Okay.
I was waiting on Midnight Assassin.
Thank you.
Real Revelation. Must be a delay.
I'm put on some glasses so I can see y'all. I think. Don't know what happened. Okay, I think I'm good.
What up?
Hey, it says Eyes of Wakanda.
Yeah.
I thought we did that.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay.
Anyways, let me go ahead and start the show. Real Revelation. Bring that intro.
My comics, my comics, my comics, my comics, my comics.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We're waiting on Nisi to come back in, but today we are diving into Eyes of Wakanda's Disney's 4-part series that gave us a new look at Wakanda's history, traditions, and secrets. If you watched it, you know it's just more than vibranium and panthers. It's about legacy, power, and survival. Let's break it down with our hosts,
Okay.
Midnight Assassin, and Nisi is back.
Yes.
What's up?
I don't know what I did. This is my first time, so hey.
All right, so I'm gonna go back through the intro one more time. So today we're diving into Eyes of Wakanda, Disney's 4-part series that gave us a new look at Wakanda's history, traditions, and secrets. If you watched it, you know it's more than just vibranium and panthers. It's about legacy, power, and survival. Let's break it down with our co-host. Say what's up, Nisi.
What's up?
And
You got a whole song for me, man. What's going on?
And Midnight Assassin.
A lot of hate. It just grew over time.
Midnight Assassin. What up? What up? So I know Midnight Assassin first, right? Let's just go and get it out of the way. He didn't want to talk about Eyes of Wakanda. He wanted to talk about Peacemaker, old Raggedy Run. We only got one episode.
I thought we watched Eyes of Wakanda. I mean, I thought we talked about it because we watched it already.
Who is we?
Oh, it must have just been me and Real Revelation. I thought you was in.
Oh, where? Did y'all actually come on? I can go back. Go back.
It was good. It was good. We talked about Eyes of Wakanda. This dude right here, man, you can't ask him no questions, man.
Exactly, because we never talked about it.
No reason.
So now we're going to take about 30 minutes to talk about it. And plus, we're going to get going ahead and give you your 5 minutes of Peacemaker. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right, get 5 minutes, Peacemaker.
Get 5 minutes.
Hey, Peacemaker.
For 4 minutes.
It's all season 2, man. This dude went through a portal, went to the other side, man. Saw himself like at the end when I saw him like get through that portal and everything, and like he wasn't with like with hardcore. And like he was like wasn't getting hired, nothing. His whole life different. His brother's still alive. His dad way different. Like I don't even think his dad the same like race as he was like before. I think he might be a different point. And then at the end when you saw the preview, like he talking with hardcore, they walking up the stairs. Like I don't think this dude coming back to the original universe that he came from. I mean, he done murked the other version of himself. Like, it's like, he might just go ahead and just stay over there forever. But yeah, like that's a whole different concept. It's like in your life, the life you live right now, all the mistakes you done made, it's like you go to another universe, everything is just like perfect. And like, ways that you would have made better choices and stuff. And now you get an opportunity to actually like live that life after living the life you live with all the mistakes and stuff. Like, that's a crazy concept, man. Like, would you come back? Don't answer that question.
So just real fast, because this is week after next, or it might be a combination, because me and Nisa kind of already talked about the what we're going to talk about next week. But we'll half it up. 15 minutes this, 15 minutes that. I watched the episode.
We're gonna need more than 15 minutes.
Huh? But that's
we're gonna need more than 15 minutes for next week. Yes.
Okay. I like that. I like that. For this first episode, what I liked about Peacemaker was the fact that James Gunn retconned the Justice League to the Justice Gang. All right. The other piece is that I liked the female in there where she was diagnosed with toxic masculinity by her therapist hardcore. Yeah, she was. And the other piece that I like for this version of Peacemaker was I like the dialogue. However, I will say that I don't care about John Cena and his acting. It's not real to me.
I think you just a hater. That's it.
I'm just saying. I can't see him. His face is like overly huge. Anyway,
you probably watching clothes just walking around because he's invisible, bro.
And then for the last part is I like the orgy scene that was in there. It took me to The Boys, and where they set the stage for what's to come next. Because but a lot of these superhero shows, for them to take it to the next level, like that was like crazy. I'm not saying I enjoy orgies. I'm just saying for them to have the orgy scene in there, it was like, where's it gonna go now?
You can say you enjoy orgies. Be real.
I can see where they're gonna go now. Anyways, I just want to bring it up that this first episode of season 2 set the stage for a lot of stuff, because then we also have Rick Flag Sr. that's in there, and then them monitoring that he has a portal to a different universe, which is a tie-in to the actual Superman movie that just came out. So they are doing similar to what Marvel is doing, what we've been saying they should have been doing for years, where we tie in these miniseries to the actual movies again. So that's all I got to say for that right there. Oh, time's up. Let's move on.
Oh, that's dirty.
There's no such thing as toxic masculinity in women. I know, right?
Right. There's not. We're just self-sufficient. We're not toxic, toxically masculine.
When you watch,
there's no man around to do stuff. We got to do stuff.
When you watch this first episode, you're gonna get mad. Hey, Terry. Cause she toxic as hell. No, I'm just messing around.
No, there is no.
Man, look, it's a bar scene. It's a bar scene where she walk in and just start a fight. And she enjoy it. She enjoy it. So I want to come when we dive into that. I would want to dive into each character just a little bit more. Take a deep dive. But let's get back into Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda. So me and Nisi did some conversation before. I wrote down some questions because I didn't want to miss anything for this. What stood out the most for y'all for this series?
For me, it was just like how it was just like, it wasn't about like, the Black Panther we knew. It was just a totally different like series based on different aspects of Wakanda. So like it was like before the formation of Black Ops that Wakanda had, and like the future, how that
the War Dogs.
Was that again? What was that name?
The War Dogs.
The War Dogs. Yeah, the War Dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the future Black Panther who came back, and then they had to go back and like set everything in place so the future wouldn't be lost to those bug aliens and stuff. It's just like it's just all these other different stories how they had to go and like retrieve like the like what, because I thought was the purple stuff vibranium, like that wasn't
that was the vibranium. Yeah, that was the vibranium, but it was like mixed in with so many different things. Like and how did all these other people get it?
Yeah,
that part they need to explore. Like how did they get to China?
Yeah,
like,
you got the first
to get there. How did they get in the dragon pit?
Yeah, that was interesting. You got the first Iron Fist. Like that was a whole story in itself, and like whoever that dude was, like had a little relationship with her and stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed that. Like the different aspects of like Wakanda in itself, like in the history.
Now, I like what Nisi said. How did they get the vibranium? So that was one of the questions. Which character storyline deserves a spinoff? And I think that should be like a definite spinoff to go in and explore how they got it. Because I was thinking the same thing. How does dragon get the tongue made of vibranium?
Right. And it's like if it was. Now, if my understanding is correct, it should be exclusive to Wakanda, right? The vibranium. So then, how? Who did? I guess you can say like with the Lion. He went out into the world. I guess you have more of these agents from Wakanda that have gone out into the world.
Right. So he stole it.
They are. Yeah, exactly. So maybe there's some other agents too, not just the Lion. Maybe he was just the focus of this first series, and there are other people that are like him or other agents that were like him. And he just kind of set the tone, he just started the story, and and it goes from there.
Right. I like that too, because every war dog that went out, one of the things was that when you get out there, you have to remember that you are from Wakanda, because you could get out there and see things like the Lion, then totally change your mind about Wakanda, and then you leave. You like, I'm out. I want to go live in the real world.
Yeah, now, the loyalty of oh my gosh, I said I was going to remember without my notes. Of the guy who was with Achilles in the Greek mythology episode, Moma, when he was with him, and how he, I thought he was completely with the Greeks. And at first I was like, oh man, here's another episode of, we have the strong black man, but he has the white man here to save him, and he has to follow his lead, and he has to be intertwined, and oh my God. But he stayed focused on his mission, and his promise to bring back that, that amulet, that little the amulet to Wakanda. I mean, hey, he took out Achilles in order to to do it. So he said, I really like that aspect of staying true to the mission of Wakanda and getting back.
Yeah, how many times he told Achilles, "Stay down, my friend, stay down."
Yes, stay down, my friend, and he wouldn't listen, so he had to put him down. He was like, and I didn't mind that at all. No.
And my thing was, I'm going back to episode 1 because after seeing Noni and how powerful she was and her fighting skills, just her going against the lions, I didn't think you could get somebody that can actually throw hands better than Noni. I had forgot, they're gonna level up to the next level, but Noni came out throwing hands like she was a beast.
Now, okay, so. Would you call her a toxic? Is she toxic?
Oh no.
Ain't no way. Nah.
Hardcore. But
Hardcore was straight toxic.
She's a warrior.
Hardcore was different. Noni, she was like a warrior. She was a healthy type of focused, battle, art. Like hardcore, nah, toxic.
And see, and again, they should go back because they just gave us a small example that could be another quick spin-off, and they give us a backstory on how Noni got kicked out, why she got kicked out of the Dora Milaje.
They hinted at it a little bit. They hinted at it a little bit.
Right. Why was she?
They gave a little hint as to why she got kicked out, because she doesn't. But she was great at what she does.
Right. And then
and her how she saw the world, and they saw that in her, and she wasn't she didn't really conform. She was curious, and she knew she wouldn't fit into that mold. So she was like, "This is a better fit for you because this is what people who think like you do."
Right. So I like I said, I enjoyed the first episode. I did not.
I loved how they, in the beginning, the little play that they kind of did with her.
I didn't pick up my phone. I was immersed in it.
I don't know.
That's always
the series is really good. I was surprised. I was
right. And then
I was surprised. Usually black themed series kind of fall off somewhere, but this stayed true. This stayed wholesome. I like where it went.
Yeah.
Right. And then I wanted to jump to episode 3 because we already talked about Mimon in episode 2. Episode 3 really surprised me with a lot of stuff they had in there. One was the introduction of the Iron Fist. Like I figured that the chick he was sleeping with, she was some kind of superhero. I just didn't know that she was gonna be an Iron Fist. And then the design of that Iron Fist suit, to me, that was fire. That's fire. That's better than the one we got now. I like that one. And what y'all think about the outfit? Sorry.
No, I like the outfit, man. Everything.
Uniform.
The outfit was what it needed to be. It was good. It was what it represented. It gave you like I said, that might be where your spinoff comes from, because it was such a true, a representation. You could actually see it, and see that this can be a spinoff. This can, something can come of this.
And right.
She's the original. It's it's representative of the time period.
She's not the original.
I thought she was the first. And she just
represented the one of that time period.
Oh, it's just that time.
And which gave me a lot of insight, which I'll probably talk about Marvel and them not closing the loop a little bit later. But it gave me a lot of insight on T'Challa's Black Panther, because T'Challa's Black Panther would have known about the Iron Fist. You know what I'm saying? Because T'Challa's Black Panther, he pick up these different ways to beat people. He got different ways to take people out. But this Wakanda series or Wakanda era didn't know about the Iron Fist, which was, you know, it's like, this is Wakanda. You know, they supposed to know everything. But I guess that's just that time period for me. But what I was going to say is that this Iron Fist and the introduction of her, regular Wakandans couldn't stop her. You know what I'm saying? Because in that show, he's like, we're not going to stop her. She's too powerful. She's too powerful.
I was surprised at that. I was surprised at that.
Right. And so with that being said, is I like the way that they introduced this Iron Fist versus how they did the Netflix Iron Fist. Because we've seen the Netflix Iron Fist kind of get beat by Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while.
Yeah.
But so
didn't Echo beat Daredevil?
No.
She
was able to throw hands with him, but she didn't beat him. She was able to kind of throw some hands for the first 2 or 3 minutes, but then after that, 10 minutes to the fight, Daredevil start handling her. But this Iron Fist, how they showed just how powerful an Iron Fist could be. If that's a spinoff for an animated show, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good one. That'll be one worth watching.
Definitely.
But I really think they should develop this more and give us 4 more episodes. You want to put it out at 4 more episodes at a time? They should.
They're not. It's gonna take us, the people of color, to promote it and keep putting it out until we raise like people to bring it back out, because the fandom, like Nick Grill was saying, Nick he said the show is gonna be a hidden gem. They already know it because it's brothers and sisters. And we seen that this year in 2025. Anything that's not the statistical toxic masculinity Die Hard type show, we don't want to watch it. They don't want to watch it.
Yeah, and that's sad, because if we would have the mindset of Wakandan people, if we would take that mindset, we could really blow this up. You know, like we blew up Black Panther. We could really blow this up, and this could be something good. You know, kids are, you know, we need something better on on TV for the kids and stuff like kids could watch this. I wouldn't mind like if I had like a 10, 12-year-old, I wouldn't mind them watching this.
Right. It was a good overall lesson teaching action wise. The animation was perfect.
It was good.
And it taught a lot of lessons in there to help you look at life. Because what's the one? It's not Achilles. Oh no, it's episode 4 that we ain't talked about. The one with the third child.
With the prince.
With the prince, right. Well, he wasn't listening to the OG,
right?
And the OG trying to save his life. Yeah.
He was being hard-headed, and had he not been hard-headed, then he wouldn't have had to go. They wouldn't have had to go back. So it just teaches you, you know, like if you listen the first time, but you know how you come on now. We all were young one time. We didn't listen. You mean tell me you listen to your parents all the time, Frank?
No. But at the same time, I think this storyline played into both had good points. The OG and the young prince both had great points, because once they got the artifact and the OG and they met the future Black Panther, the OG was like, nah, we can't take it back. We can't believe nothing she said. And the prince like, yo, we probably want to take a chance on this.
Yeah. Well, you might want to listen to me.
That he was having a baby sister, and
right.
He didn't know that fact, but the prince knew it, and it was a secret to the kingdom.
Right, and then was it Kuda? That's his name. And then when they got ready to fight the future Black Panther, Kuda would have got beat if Prince Tafari wouldn't have came and stood his ground, because Kuda kept telling him, leave. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna stay here and help you out. Because Kuda would have got
I'm not going nowhere.
She was a beast too. She was a beast too, man.
She was handling them. I'm telling you.
Look. In the future, when they sent her back, and she was like, "No, ma'am, you can't go back." She's like, "Well, somebody's gonna have to hold the line," and then she held the line. I was almost in tears. Like I was like, oh, and then So, man, I'm gonna tell you. I may go back and watch that one. Well, I'm not gonna say I may go back. I'm gonna go back and watch that one because, like y'all said before, that one had everything. And Marvel's animation, they do a lot with it. They make the characters, like Midnight Assassin said in the past, they make these characters more powerful, more realistic in the animation. Because if we got a live action like that for Eyes of Wakanda, man, that would be nice. But then they would have to spend money on special effects and CGI, and they probably wouldn't make it as good.
It probably would.
Sorry to be.
They probably would. They probably would.
Crowdfunding. That's what we need.
All right. Right. Crowdfunding. All right. So I got a couple questions before we get ready to close it out. Midnight Assassin, give us 5 minutes, because you got your 5 minutes to talk about this. All right. So for y'all two, starting with Nisi, who's your favorite Wakanda character out of this series?
I'm gonna go with Noni.
Okay.
Come on. I gotta go with the female. She was brilliant. Her fighting, she did not give up. She was resilient. And it was, and then she became the leader, seeing her in the future and her wisdom, and she didn't, she stayed true to her course, and I like that. She stayed strong, and and going back and talking to the brother that had come back, they were sitting under the tree and they were talking, and just her wisdom. She didn't take lightly the path that she was set upon. She didn't, and I like that, and it's just, she was just fierce. And she was kicking ass. Can I say ass? She was kicking ass, and I love that.
Can I say ass? Evil ass. Ass is good. That's Vampire in Brooklyn. All right, Midnight Assassin. Same question for you.
This is a fair question, because I was gonna say Noni too, because she had the most character development out of it. To see her like from the start, when you were introduced to the War Dogs, and you saw like why they were who they were, and then how she was sent off, and she was sent off like just like someone else who was in the War Dogs was sent off and stuff, and he decided to take a different path and she didn't, and you saw that like dynamic between the two, that conversation they had, like how she stayed true to what her purpose was for Wakanda. And then he was greedy and he wanted to like do other stuff, and he saw himself higher than all the other people around him, and superior. And so like she had to crush that. But then from her going on her first mission and developing, and then you saw her in the next episode, she was older, she was in charge. It was just like it was amazing to see that transformation. You saw her from young to being old and just wise in what she did, and still a warrior. And I was just like, that was a good character development there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they got it right. They got it right on this one. They got it right on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I think I already know. I was gonna say Noni too, because
see, you want to say it.
I mean, she was that first episode. I didn't think nobody. I didn't think about you could top her through the whole thing, and then for them to bring her back as one of the first and show how she progressed, I love that. So I'm not gonna repeat what y'all said. I totally agree with y'all. All right, so don't be shy. I need y'all to rate this series from a 1 to a 10. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. How would you rate it?
I give
starting with me. Starting with Midnight Assassin.
All right, I give it 8.
Yeah, start with Midnight Assassin.
That's right.
All right, Niecy.
No, I was gonna say too. I was gonna say like 8.5. I give it. They the writing, for me, just still that Greek mythology, having to add that into it. That just sometimes it's like, just can we just be black? Can we just have something all black? For once. But that's the only reason I would take off. A 1.5. That would be the only reason. But the rest of it, the like you said, the animation, the writing was well written. It wasn't like derogatory towards Black culture at all. It was really good. It was really uplifting and empowering. I like that.
Well, good, because I'm gonna up all y'all. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. At first, I was gonna give it
that same thing Nick and Knight gave it.
I agree with you, Nick. I give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm basing it across. For me, I'm basing it across all the Marvel animation series. To me, this is one of the better ones. Because what we got, What If? Is that it? We only got What If? No. That's not Werewolf.
We got What If season 1, What If season 2, and I think What If.
No, that's yeah. Yeah, so it compared to the
Spider-Man, but
right. Oh, my bad. You're right. Spider-Man, and then we gotta do a show on that.
Huh?
We gotta do a show on that. Right. Yeah. I didn't forget about Spider-Man. I just couldn't remember who I was basing it against. But Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
We gotta do a show on that. We have to.
On what? We got to do one on Marvel Animations. Come on now. Anyways,
man, I feel like they just copied Miles Morales, man. Like they didn't want to give us the movie, so they just copied the whole premise of the other dimension.
You think so? Oh, yeah. Nick, you right. Marvel Zombies come out in October.
Oh, yeah. Marvel Zombies.
Anyways, and then
not another zombie.
Right, that's how I feel. I hate zombies, man. It's always zombies. Like they get lazy with the writing. It's like,
man, oh my God,
it's like sitcoms in the 90s. Oh, let's throw a black dude in the gang in there. Like it's like, come on, man.
Yes,
the zombies all the time. It's like zombies. Hey. Oh, vampire. It's like, really? You couldn't think of something else?
Hey, Midnight Assassin. I want you to know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with our new co-host here. She told me something, and which I think y'all probably get along a whole lot. Her favorite, she's really interested in the villain stories now. Like she said when she was growing up, she used to be interested in the hero, but she's like, now the villain stories.
I like that.
the villain stories. Because I started finding out a lot of different things, especially with the German-based children's stories. And these villains come about because people have done them wrong.
Yeah.
And my favorite is Maleficent right now. I'm very interested in the villain role and how because villains aren't born. They're developed.
Yep.
They're not born. If you think back to the guy in the Incredibles, remember that little guy? He just I just want to tag along. I just want to tag, and they kept like shooting him down. Then all of a sudden he was like, okay, then the hell with y'all. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to become evil. And he wanted to be on it. And the same thing in the Powerpuff Girls. Princess, she wasn't evil. She wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl. They wouldn't let her be a Powerpuff Girl. So then Princess became Princess. So that's what happens.
Now you hit a good point because that's how propaganda.
I try to play
propaganda would demonize somebody and just be like, "Yo, label bad guy," and then no one will take the time and be like, "Why?" They'll just be like, "Yep, evil. Hate everybody. He's bad." And it's just like that. You go back and look back. You peel back the layers. Why did this person do this? Behaviors came from something. What caused this? And that's important. That's why I like looking back. Like, how did these bad guys become bad guys? like what, and I think Marvel's been doing a good job like developing. I think anime does an even better job because like they'll develop it and then they just make you hate that bad guy, and it's just like okay, in the end, Demon Slayer is like one of the best because they'll throw in there like the most heinous evil villain. And then towards the end, like before they get defeated, they'll just do this whole like incredible backstory. You're just like, man, like he wasn't really all bad.
Yeah, you be like, oh, now I see why.
Oh, yeah, that's me. That's important. Like it's not just propaganda, like mind wiping. It's just like, okay, there is a reason behind what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, the villains aren't just they're made, they're developed, and then you get mad because they're the villain and they're doing what they're doing. Well, damn it, you did it to them. You started this.
Yeah, I like a story like that.
You started me down.
You're torn between two sides. You're just like, man, what's really right, what's really wrong? It's like this gray area, and it's because like why on the both ends of it.
Right. Now, so we can get ready to do our closing sector. Predictions. Will we see connections to Avengers Secret Wars and Doomsday or Black Panther 3 from this Wakanda, Eyes of Wakanda? Because at the end of episode 4, they did tie it back into the first Black Panther. So if he didn't put that artifact back, then they wouldn't have found it, and then Killmonger wouldn't have been able to find it and start his thing, which helps Wakanda share their stuff with the world. So I would like to see some tie-ins here in Doomsday and Secret Wars in the future. Whew. But that's my part. Y'all, anybody got anything to add? No. Okay. So we're gonna get ready to close this thing out. The Midnight Assassin, go ahead.
Everybody coming in the comments, man, and everybody's like, put it.